Whoa.
I think we chose well.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Arrow 19039 Hotel, 10 miles to the south inbound for straight in runway 30, Half Moon Bay.
There are very few airports with an approach as breathtaking as today's. Catalina Island and Crescent City are two that come to mind, but it was everything that awaited us after we parked that made this destination truly special. If there is one airport in the Bay that is consistently recommended, it's this one. First, it's one of the few that is right on the water, and second, it feels like you're in another world when you arrive. On this approach, you can't help but to look at the blue water, the green hills, and the roads stretching to infinity in the horizon, reminding us of just how beautiful the California coast is as we visit Half Moon Bay Airport.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Skyline 42777, 3 miles straight in 30 Half Moon Bay.
This airport wasn't originally on our list, and not for the reasons you might think. The biggest challenge is timing. If you want to experience Half Moon Bay at its best, you need clear skies, and it's easier said than done. One thing California is known for besides its beaches is the stubborn coastal marine layer. On most days, low clouds and mist can completely hide one of the most beautiful approaches in the state. But then we caught a break. We saw one day in the forecast with clear skies and immediately called an audible, changing our plans so we could fly here instead. But to prove my point of how often the marine layer sets here, as I'm writing this, weeks after our visit, I randomly checked the weather at Half Moon Bay. Sure enough, it was reported broken clouds at 1,300 feet with mist.
Traffic, Skyline 42777, short final 30 Half Moon Bay.
Now, with the weather being so dynamic, one thing I love about this airport is the live cam located at the restaurant, pointing directly towards the approach end of the runway, and it gives us a real-time look at the cloud layer, making it a great last-minute resource before making that go, no-go decision. We always use every tool available to help us make safe decisions, especially at an airport where visibility can change so quickly, and we'll make sure to leave a link to that webcam in the description below.
Half Moon Bay, Arrow 19039 Hotel, 5 miles south, bound, straight in, 30, full stop, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, 42777 is clear of all runways at 30, taxi, North Hangars, Half Moon Bay.
Multiple traffic, Diamond 52 Tango Juliet, departing the area to the northwest, last call, Watsonville.
Something we didn't know until researching this airport was that it's officially named Eddie Andreini Senior Airfield, a designation adopted in 2015. Eddie Andreini was one of the country's most respected airshow performers and had been flying out of Half Moon Bay since the 1950s. Tragically, he lost his life during an airshow performance in 2014. And I do want to mention that you guys are constantly teaching us so much, like when we completely omitted an important aviator at Reed Hillview Airport, Amelia Reed. You made sure that we did not forget her, so if you happen to know more about Mr. Andreini or have personal stories about him, we'd love to hear them. Just north of the airport sits the Big White Dome, or Pillar Point Air Force Station, a place with fascinating military history. On October 10th, 1940, before the United States officially entered World War II, the military established Pillar Point Military Reservation. After the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, concerns grew that Japan could threaten the West Coast, prompting the Army to heavily fortify the peninsula with coastal artillery, anti-aircraft guns, searchlights, bunkers, and radar to help defend the San Francisco Bay. As the war progressed, the site's mission expanded beyond coastal defense, and in 1944, advanced radar systems were installed to detect and track ships approaching the California coast. After World War II, the coastal guns were no longer needed, and the reservation closed in 1949. Pillar Point's military history wasn't over yet. In 1959, the Navy reopened the site as a missile tracking station, supporting the Regulus and later the Minuteman missile programs. During the 1960s, the facility was transferred to the U.S. Air Force, and today it continues its mission as an active United States Space Force installation, tracking satellites and missile launches from Vandenberg. But why use a station way out here if you can just do it from Vandenberg itself? Well, Pillar Point is useful because it can watch missiles and rocket launches from any angle, giving the tracking equipment a clearer signal without the rocket exhaust getting in the way. We're sure there was so much more to it. Unfortunately, we're not rocket scientists, but if you are, we'd love to hear more about it. Now, does this place only help with rockets? Nope. It also helps with flight testing advanced military aircraft like the F-35 and my personal favorite, the F-22, likely by tracking aircraft during test missions and collecting data, but as with most things in the Air Force, it's probably confidential or top secret data.
Half Moon Bay traffic, RV 4 Echo Bravo taking runway 30, departing to the north, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Aero 39 Hotel, clear of 30 Bravo, Half Moon Bay.
It's hard to imagine today, but this quiet coastal airport has a rich military history dating back to World War II. Half Moon Bay Airport was built in 1942 as an auxiliary airfield for Salinas Army Air Base. Yeah, last week's airport, where it supported the training of observation and reconnaissance pilots. It also played a role in coastal patrol operations, helping protect the California coastlines during the war. After World War II, the U.S. Navy took over the airport, using it as a satellite airfield for Moffett Field. Yeah, that same place we visited a few weeks ago. It's always amazing to see how connected these airports really are. Today, they feel like completely separate places, but decades ago, they were all part of the same network, working together towards a common mission. Pilots flew here for training and support operations away from the busier main base. In 1947, the airport was transferred to San Mateo County, beginning its transformation into the community airport we know today. This is one of those airports that the approach is like you just get mesmerized. We are at Half Moon Bay. Oh my God. What are we gonna do?
Well, we're definitely eating because there's a restaurant on the field and you can't come here and not eat at the restaurant because the menu sounds amazing.
Right. And we didn't eat last time because it was closed.
I want to go see those radomes
Yes.
up close. I know people said that we should go into town.
Yes.
But there is a special way to do that.
Yeah, well, you don't have to walk it all the way from here.
Exactly. And we're going to show you guys how to do that after we eat.
But as always, you are hungry.
I am definitely hungry.
So, you ready to go inside?
Yes.
So let's go get some food. We missed it on our last visit, so this time it was the first stop on our list. The Pilot Light Café has become a destination in its own right, with pilots and locals stopping by for breakfast before heading out to explore the coast. From everything we've heard, this wasn't just another airport cafe, so our expectations were pretty high. Very decadent.
That was a massive fail.
I got way too excited. That's good. And it's not all over the place.
I got a masala chai, and I could smell it as soon as they put it down on the table. It smells so good, and apparently they like simmer their own tea here.
It's good?
Yeah, and you can taste the little sweetness of honey from it.
We got a couple of things. What they're known for mostly is their Dutch baby. Thing looks nice. And then what I got was, well, really it's for both of us, the burrito. I actually do like is that they give you the potatoes on the side. Cheers.
Cheers. You took the same bite I did. I went for the meat side.
Well, yeah.
This is probably like the most elevated breakfast burrito we've ever had.
It is. Next is dessert.
This is giant. Look how big that is. It's bigger than my head. Okay, I'm gonna eat with my hands because this is too good not to. Cheers. You know what it's like? It's like a souffle. The pancake itself is not really sweet, but it looks like they drizzled, I don't know if that's syrup or honey, and then with the whipped cream, amazing. This is definitely dessert. I think we chose well. Yeah, this place is a bomb playlist too.
The food alone was worth the flight, but our favorite discovery of the day was still waiting. With breakfast behind us, one weathered old hangar immediately caught our eye. The more we looked, the more questions we had. I wouldn't recommend going in here, and I don't think we're gonna go in here, but it's pretty interesting how clean it is from the inside. If you served or were here at Half Moon Bay, and particularly this hangar, we'd love to know what the story is behind what you guys did in here.
There's another really interesting structure over there.
Let's see.
And I have no clue what that is.
That little structure?
But it's caught my attention because there's a singular door and then like stairs that go to the very top.
It's a porta potty with a view.
Yeah, so if anyone knows what that is, please enlighten us.
Yeah, because we don't want to walk on the taxiways, so we won't go over there. As interesting as the airport grounds were, there was still one place everyone had told us not to miss. As we make our way over to the camping area, there are a couple of things worth mentioning. First, yes, there are overnight parking fees. And if you're wondering how they're collected, the airport uses PlanePass by Vector, so they will send the bill to the registered address on the aircraft. Next, we really like that transient parking wasn't an issue here. We just had to make sure that we avoided the spaces designated for twin-engine aircraft and the original parking in front of the cafe. But other than that, there was plenty of spots available.
And it's supposed to be like a 2-minute walk into town from here.
Well, that's it.
That's what he said.
One thing we hadn't expected was to find camping right next to the transient parking.
This is really nice. This is way better than a porta potty.
Yeah. Ooh, it's like a little bridge. Oh.
Yeah, this is really cool.
30 seconds later, we were already walking through Princeton-by-the-Sea. From the harbor, we followed a neighborhood road toward Pillar Point. The walk itself wasn't especially scenic, but we had a feeling the views at the top would be worth it. We're climbing up the official trailhead to Pillar Point, and unfortunately, Air Force won't let us go up there.
I'm just excited to see what's on the other side.
Whoa!
Wow. All right, that's gonna be hard to beat.
Whoa!
I'm curious. You wanna walk that way?
Yes, I know you're curious. You see, it's closer to your dome.
Well, what's funny is I'm seeing an official U.S. Air Force sign over there.
Okay.
I think with a guard shack
Yeah.
and a flag.
You can stop talking. Let's go. I know you want to go.
We're gonna continue this way to see if we can get closer to that. Oof.
Is that poison?
No, it's bees.
No, come on. Wait. Holy moly.
Amazing.
On the way back, we spotted another trail that hugged the shoreline, and it ended up becoming one of our favorite discoveries of the day. Unlike the climb up Pillar Point Bluff, this trail was almost completely flat.
The waves here are so thunderous and loud, and the Mavericks are just over that way. Isn't that crazy to think that some of those waves can get up to 60 feet high? And people purposely come out here and surf them.
We're gonna take this shoreline all the way back, and that's probably a safer and more scenic route.
And that's assuming that the water is low tide.
Oh, that's a good point. By the time we made it back to the harbor, it was obvious we'd barely scratched the surface. Some places are worth a stop. Others make you start planning your next visit before you've even left. We're gonna do the wrap up here in Hannah because it is pretty windy outside.
Oh yeah.
Much different than when we first got here. What did you think about Half Moon Bay?
It was amazing. I think the highlight for me, there's two. And I can't decide, and I know this is gonna sound crazy. That Dutch baby. And the view from the very top of Pillar Point.
I know that the first time we came here, I didn't know you could go back there.
I didn't either.
Thank you guys for, I think one of you guys told us, like, go to the southeast and go there and go into town Princeton-by-the-Sea. Mm-hmm. If you guys ever find your way out here, highly recommend, definitely park, well, definitely go to the restaurant.
Oh my God, yes.
And definitely park after that over here at the southeast side. Go into town. That's it. We're getting out of here. The departure is going to be pretty spectacular, I think. If you guys stick around, you might get a, let's just say it's called a golden type of bridge and maybe a prison.
Oh.
So,
interesting.
you guys stick around. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. We hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, great airport and a lot of great stuff here. So we'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah.
Right? All right, see you guys. Next time, we're definitely staying the night. You guys did not steer us wrong by recommending we go into town, and this airport is always an amazing experience when visiting. We initially thought it would be a lot of hiking just to get into town, but unless a 3-minute walk is a hike to you, it's a perfect location for a day visit or an overnight, which we will definitely be doing a weekend getaway at this location in the future. So keep an eye out for that. We highly recommend the Pillar Point Bluff, and like Irene has enthusiastically expressed, check out the cafe because they do an amazing job at everything they do, and we can't wait to go back for lunch.
Can't really hear it.
Half Moon Bay traffic, White Skyhawk, 494 Sierra Papa, wings up, right downwind, 30, Half Moon Bay, right downwind departure.
Thank you to all of our members. You have no idea how lucky we feel to have your support, encouragement, and an amazing community you've helped create. Every single live Q&A we do every month is more amazing than the last one, and we have you to thank for that. And if you made it this far and are not a member, there's still so many ways to support us. Even just clicking the like button, sharing, and subscribing still does so much to help the channel, and we would appreciate it so much. But if you are curious about being a member, over on Patreon we have pilots briefs, behind the scenes footage, on-location live streams, and of course our off-the-record series where we get unfiltered about our airport visits.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Cessna Skyhawk, baseline 31, 9 miles south of the field, inbound full start 30, going to be overflying midfield, then teardropping for the downwind 30, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Sierra 665 Mike, taking runway 30 for a downwind departure, Half Moon Bay.
We love every airport we go to because there's always a story behind each and every one of them. This one, though, the story is obvious. The second you see the runway in the distance, you can't help but to be distracted with the beauty that surrounds it. It honestly had us asking, how can this place be real? As incredible as the arrival was, the departure left us speechless, and you'll be seeing that shortly. Even when we thought the day couldn't get any better, we happened to hear one of you say hi to us on the radio. So to our new friends, Julius and Deanna, thank you for being that cherry on top of a perfect day. And it truly was a perfect day since the weather couldn't have been any better. But next week, that would not be the case on our departure when we visit Marina Municipal Airport. So we'll see you next week. Until then, go fly, go discover.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Aero 1903, Hotel, taking runway 30 straight out departure, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Cessna 14669 is 6 miles to the north, 2,000 feet inbound. For a right, downwind entry to 30, Half Moon Bay.
Outside the cockpit?
Yes, it is.
Darn, we just missed you. We watch you all the time.
Oh, thank you guys. You guys have a good flight.
You too?
Half Moon Bay traffic, Cessna Skyline Bay flight 31, turning right crosswind 30, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay traffic, Cessna 669 is 4 miles north, descending out of 2000, we'll enter right downwind for 30, half. And traffic on crosswind, I have you in sight. Half Moon Bay traffic, Cessna 669er, entering a right downwind for 30, Half Moon Bay.
NorCal departure over 1903, Manor Hotel at a Half Moon Bay, VFR request.
From 193 Hotel, NorCal approach, you have traffic at 12 o'clock and 2 miles opposite direction, 2,500 feet. Remain at or below 2,000 feet.
At or below 2,000 feet, 39 Hotel.
39 Hotel, go ahead, request.
39 Hotel, the P28 Romeo flying off, requesting flight following to Concord, Charlie Romeo, and will remain at 2,000, 39 Hotel.
Number 193 Hotel, squawk 5364.
5364, and we have that traffic inside, 39 Hotel.
Sure. For 4 November traffic past beneath you has you inside at 2,000 feet. It's a Cherokee.
We're roger that, 4 November.
For number 193 Hotel, ready to contact 7 miles west of San Francisco. Continue to maintain VFR outside the San Francisco class Bravo airspace. Open altimeter 29908 and on altitude.
29908, and will remain outside the San Francisco Bravo 39 Hotel.
Number 9 Juliet, contact Oakland Center 125.85. Good day.
12585, 9er Juliet. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, 2626, Henrik NorCal approach 127.67, good day.
2767, good day, United 2626.
Center 32 Juliet, and in about 12 miles you'll be at my boundary. You want us to continue flight following or own nav?
We can go on now after that, 3 Juliet.
Yeah, City J98, connect NorCal approach on 127.67.
2767 for Skywest 5398. See ya.
39 Hotel, you can continue to the north.
Yeah, we're going to continue to Carquinez Bridge, 39 Hotel.
Roger.
Okay, I'll let you under 621 Delta Juliet 16,000.
November 32 Juliet, traffic 12 o'clock, 8 miles. Turning eastbound for Buchanan, 3400 is a arrow.
32 Juliet,